formerly feral mama cat gave birth in our house to 3 new baby kittens, and we wanted to make sure that they had fresh water available to them at all time. We found this stainless steel cordless pet water fountain by Mdoro, and we decided to give it a chance. In addition to the fountain, you'll find an extra sponge and also a cleaning brush included with this package. The instructions are very easy to follow along with, and you really don't need them for the setup. Although I did peruse the information and found that the filter needs to be soaked for 5 minutes before installation. So I soaked the filter and the additional sponge for 5 minutes prior to assembling and filling up this water tank. A USB-C cable is included, but the power adapter needed to plug this into the wall is not. And that's okay because generally those are included with so many other devices that we had plenty of extras. Here you see the cordless rechargeable pump that has the built-in motion activated sensor. One other thing that people don't take into consideration is the quality of the water. While this is soaking, let me tell you that we generally go to a local store to pick up our water. Keep in mind that the quality of everything that we consume contributes to our overall health. The same goes for our pets. After the 5 minutes had elapsed, I installed the filter into the water fountain as you see here. That's pretty simple as far as the installation of the filter. Additional filters are available online. Here you see me installing the fountain top, and then next I swapped out the previously soaking sponge after removing the pre-installed dry sponge that's in the pump. That's pretty much the entire assembly of this unit. The only additional thing left to do is to fill it with water and of course to make sure that it has a sufficient charge to be run. The 3.2 liter stainless steel tank holds a good portion of fresh water. Use the best water you can for best results. Here I'm transferring water from a freshly filled 1 gallon jug of water. And I chose to fill it up to the max line. You can choose to fill it up to your desired amount. Either way, I'll be servicing this fountain frequently, well before it gets down to empty. Here's what's left of a gallon when you fill that 3.2 liter tank. Now we've got to talk about placement. The placement of this item is interesting because if you want to use this as a continuously running fountain, you'll need to find a place that's next to a plug. The flashing lightning symbol is a color that indicates that this is not completely discharged. I believe it flashes in red if it's completely discharged. And either way, that one button that you saw me press is the button that selects between the modes. There's a sensing mode, a timer mode, where basically the fountain will cycle water for 15 seconds every 15 minutes. And of course there's an on and off mode. I didn't know it at first, but my cat would not become very trusting of this device until after it was left on the continuous flow mode for some time. Here she's investigating the fountain for the very first time. Here you see it's on the automatic sensor mode. And I'm also showing you some of the instruction manual. Either way, I'm demonstrating the automatic sensor as well and showing you the part that the cat didn't like at first. She didn't seem to enjoy being surprised by the sudden splashing of the water right then. She returned to her former favorite watering hole on this particular day. I used this pump in a variety of ways. I even unplugged it and chose a different location where this pump would be used in a cordless manner for a period of time. And as you can see here, I unplugged the pump from the USB cable and I resealed the port that the USB-C cable plugs into. And now you see that the pump is in timer mode. One important thing to note is that every time the fountain turns on, the fountain will illuminate and light up the area, as you can see in the little window here, the blue light. So you may not want to use it in this manner in a place where that could disturb your sleep. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'm sure your pets will enjoy this fountain just like ours do.